Today we're in Smyrna, Georgia, and we're about to check out this new construction house. So before we get into it, my name is Warrell Thomas, residential real estate agent. I can help you buy, sell, or invest in homes here in the metro Atlanta area. So we're in Smyrna, one of my favorite cities. I live in the city just next door to it in Marietta, and we just got some beautiful homes. This city is blowing up. Anywhere that they can stick new construction, they will do it. So you do have this little neighborhood here, and they put as many homes as they could in here and definitely filled up the space. So we're checking out this house. Let me know if you like dark colored homes. It's always hit and miss with those. I'm a fan of it, and I like when builders build a dark one and then have their twin over here in a lighter color. So we're gonna check this one out today and see what it all have to offer. I will go ahead and let you know that it does have a unique floor plan, and even though this house doesn't look the size, it has over 3,000 square feet. So let's check it out. So this house is priced at $950,000. I know people are gonna beat me up in the comment saying, oh, that costs too much for this. But we're in Smyrna, Georgia, and for this amount of square footage and getting a brand new house, that's pretty much in line. So I do like a lot of the features that this house has to offer, starting with the landscaping. It gives you a real modern, almost modern industrial feel. It kind of goes with the dark look of the house. And the whole theme of the house is like a modern industrial farmhouse in town, because it almost looks like a townhouse too. So love the landscaping that they've decided to go with. It's cross pattern brick here as you walk in to your front porch. A large front door. And I love the wood inlays up here under the front porch. So this house has 4 different levels. We don't start from the bottom level because it does have a basement. I'm still gonna figure out how I'm gonna do this tour on where I'm gonna start, but I think I'm gonna do this floor and then go all the way up, and then we come down to see the last level. So walking in here, you do see you have some metal hand railing. I love metal handrails. A little bit biased towards them. And I'll turn around so you can get a good look of what your entryway looks like walking in. Got some pretty tall ceilings, so they went with the 10-foot ceilings. Of course, that's very inviting and opens up the space a lot. This house is pretty tall. When we get upstairs, I'm gonna look over the balcony, and when you look down, you feel like you're really high up. So here's your garage. Of course, 2-car garage. Floor is coated for you. Something you like to see at this price point. And walking in, it's your closet. Then you have this area right here. So not quite a living room, but a little recreational space where you can kind of hang out. It does have a nice balcony hanging off the back of it. Probably not the best views of your backyard because you just see apartment complexes. But that's kind of the theme here in Smyrna. Anywhere that they can put a house, they will definitely do it. You actually have multiple balconies on this house. So there's one up here, and we'll check that out too. But nice, cool place to hang out. I do like that this house is staged. When a house have a unique floor plan like this, it's good for it to be staged so that you can have some inspiration on how to put furniture or where to put the furniture. So nice little hangout spot. That hangout spot is right outside of this bedroom. Before we get into the bedroom, there's one detail that I wanna look at. I really like these AC vent inlays, like this when it matches the floor. Just gives another level of detail, make me feel a little bit more happier about my purchase, that they've made decisions like that. It's not the biggest thing in the world, but it definitely does help. You have a decent sized bedroom here. I also like these wood floors. I definitely like this matte finish. Remember in the olden days, or back in the day when they used to do wood floors and laminate them or put the coating on them that's very shiny, like a glossy finish. I used to hate those. We had that in our house in New York, and every so often we'd have to sand them down and then restain them or repolish them. Just never liked it. Decent sized closet. And then this room gets a bathroom. So every room in this house has their own bathroom. So nicely tiled shower, very tall. This room is almost like a roommate floor plan, where the rooms are pretty separate from each other. And they all have their own bathroom. So if you think the price is too much, then you could always get you a roommate, and that'll help you out. And again, it's a great floor plan for it. But most people nowadays don't want a roommate, especially at this price point. You're probably just buying this for your family. Now, I will say, if you do buy this house, better get used to walking up steps, because there's a lot of them. So here's your main living area. You have your dining area here, and this dining area can take a bigger table. But even with this table, look how many people could fit. 8 people. Pretty wide space. And then that leads you here to your living area. Have a nice entertainment built in right there. Have an electric fireplace. Just enough space for your living room that you would need. Let me know what you think about electric fireplaces. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I do like the sleek design of them. And this one is heated too. If you need a little heat coming out of there, you have that option. And here's your kitchen. Very nicely laid out. Does not come with a refrigerator. And that was something that we're seeing a lot since the pandemic. For various reasons, builders don't do them. So I know during the pandemic, just supply was limited. So instead of waiting to finish a house to sell it with a refrigerator, they just wouldn't do it. Things got a lot more expensive. So that was a way for them to save money. They figured that people like to decide what type of fridge that they want. So that trend became popular then. But you got this waterfall island that sections off your kitchen here. Well, it's not really an island, I'm sorry, it's a peninsula. Let me get it right. And everything is white, have some nice gold finishes. Gonna do the soft close check. Better be soft close at this price. And it definitely is. You got your trash cans built in. That's very nice. And it's a double trash can at that. I'm liking the quartz countertop. So I don't know if it really shows in the video, but the striations in them are almost a goldish brown and gray color. So that kind of ties everything in with the gold finishes, the silver, the appliances, everything just kind of work together. And that subtly brings it all together. Got a nice stove here, gas. To me, that's the best way to go if you really do some cooking. And look at all these burners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 burners. I'm surprised they didn't put a pot filler. You normally see that in a lot of new construction homes that are not from the big box builders. But it's not a must-have, but it's a nice to have. Here's your range hood. Interesting wood design. Very clean, sleek, and just matches everything. Give you a look at the cabinets. These cabinets are pretty nice. Haven't really seen these in many homes, but very nice. Liking these fixtures too. So let's check out the pantry. It's actually a decent sized pantry. And I like the fact that you have this little bar area over here. So you got a little refrigerator, wine cooler, some shelving up top, and then they gave you some contrasting cabinets down here. Very nice. And again, that wood just ties into the range over there. Very nice touch. Got some Pellegrino up here. I'm more of a Saratoga guy myself. Has a little bit better bite to me, but hey, that's not hard to change. And this is that other balcony I was telling you about. Again, when you stand on here, you'll realize how far up you are. But again, another nice sized balcony. And look at that. You are way up here. So that's a look at your backyard space. Not a lot of it, but you can come to expect that here in Smyrna. Especially in neighborhoods like this, again, where they have to use every square inch to build these houses. Backyard might not be big, but again, over 3,000 square feet in this house. You do have a bedroom and a half bathroom on this level. This half bathroom is definitely necessary so that guests can use it without having to go inside of your bedroom. Love the vanity here. I'm sure it slides open. Oh, I thought this slid open, but it doesn't. Just opens up like that. Very nice. Then you do have one bedroom on this main level. This one is nicely staged. Love the windows right here, letting in a lot of light. Between these large windows letting in a lot of light and the colors that they decided to go with, all these lighter colors, everything just feels nice, bright, open, and airy. Get you another view here so you can see. Let's check out this closet. And of course, this room has its own bathroom. It's the running theme of this house, to have your own bathroom. Got a floating vanity here. You know, a custom home builder once told me you could tell the quality of a builder by the transitions on the floor. And this one is smooth. I could just run my foot right there without tripping. I do like these floors though. Very nice. And then your large standing shower, and that same towel that's on the floor is on the walls in here. It's actually a very nice combination. I like it a lot. That wraps it up for this bathroom and this main level. Now let's go up to the third level. Another thing I do like is that these steps are wide. Gives it a grand feel. You never like feeling tight when walking up or down steps. Look at that. Love the fixtures that they went with up here. The lighting choices are pretty interesting because you got this moody, warm colored lights here, but all the recessed lighting are brighter, colder color. So you can really set the mood if you want. So up here, you have your washer and dryer. Now I will say, if you are on the bottom level, the basement level, and you have to wash clothes, that's gonna be quite a trip. I like the fact that they have a sink in here. I've never really required a sink in my washroom, but when I'm touring homes, a lot of people really love that feature. Let's check out the primary bedroom. So it's not staged in here, but looking at the other rooms that are staged, you can use your imagination. You got all the space you would want out of a primary bedroom. Got these 3 large windows here. Take another look. And you'll realize there's not an ounce of carpet in this house. Then we got our bathroom here. Large standing shower, large tub. I like that they frosted this window right here because if it wasn't frosted, you would be seeing into the house next door. Decently sized closet with built-ins, as expected. Ladies, in the comments, let me know. Is this enough space for you? Because this is the only closet you got. So if you're sharing this with your husband or boyfriend, is this gonna work? Or do you need to take one of those bedrooms and make it into a closet? I've been having a lot of clients do that lately too. So you got the floating vanity here. Very nice fixtures. I like these mirrors quite a bit. See if these are soft close as well. Very nice. You have one more bedroom up here on this main level, or not this main level, but the top level. And of course, this room has its own bathroom. Now, one thing I realized about this house, I could tell they weren't trying to skimp on materials. Because if you look in every bathroom, they all have different floors, different tiles, and different vanities. Most builders like to streamline that so that they don't have a lot of scraps or waste. They can buy in bulk and just kind of save money. But this builder focused more on design, giving each one of the bathrooms its own theme and its own DNA. So I'm not mad at that. So that wraps it up for this level. I'm gonna take you all the way back downstairs to see the basement. Again, this house is in Smyrna, priced at $950,000. Five bedroom, 5 baths. It's actually 5.5 bathrooms, sorry. And the location of this house is pretty close to everything that you need. Of course, you have all your shopping, like grocery shopping, Kroger, Publix. It's close to the downtown Smyrna where they always have events. If you're a Braves fan, Truist Park, it's not too far away. I just like the whole vibe of Smyrna. So more and more steps. So here we are at the bottom level. We have tile floors all throughout. Now, normally I'm not a big fan of tile floors unless it's like in a bathroom or laundry room. But just the color of these floors definitely work. For down here, you just have a large recreational space, and it does have a bathroom. I mean, I guess if you wanted to and you wanted to make this a bedroom, you could literally put a wall just going across here and a door, because it has a closet and a window for egress. And those are the only two things that you need to make a bedroom. And here's the bathroom down here. Again, we haven't seen this tile in any of the other bathrooms having its own theme in here, which I think is pretty cool. Smooth transition. Nice tall standing shower on this main level here. Got your closet. And lastly, we'll check out the backyard space. So they brought that brick that you've seen in the front, and that's what they used back here too. So nice semi-covered patio area. And a little bit of greenery with some rocks. And that about wraps it up for this house tour. So if you want to be in Smyrna, close to everything, close to the highways, close to all the entertainment and fun that you could ever want, but you need a house that's a new construction, have over 3,000 square feet, 5 bedrooms, very nice design, then this might be the house for you. And if you're interested, don't hesitate to reach out, because I would love to make your next move your best move.